She locked her in the basement during family dinners, till her son found the hidden camera footage. She smiled at the guests while her husband laughed at the table, but no one knew his mother was locked in the basement. Without food, not until her 10-year-old grandson found a dusty camera box and pressed play. You never really know what goes on behind a perfect family photo, but some secrets don't stay buried forever. Everyone thought Serena was the perfect wife, beautiful, educated, always had a glass of wine in hand and her hair perfectly curled for dinner parties. She was married to Marcus, kind-hearted, hard-working, the kind of man who called his mom every Sunday, even after they moved her in. Marcus's mother, Mrs. Eloise, was soft-spoken, wise. She used to be a nurse, always caring for others. But as Eloise aged, she needed help with basic things. Her knees were failing. Her hands trembled, and she had a soft cough that came and went. So Marcus did what any loving son would do. He moved her into their home. What he didn't know was that the woman he married had a heart colder than the marble countertops she bragged about. At first, it was small things. Serena would forget to bring Eloise meals, turn up the music so she wouldn't hear her knocking for help. She'd whisper insults when Marcus wasn't home. "Don't touch that. Chore hands are dirty. Why are you still here? Haven't you lived long enough? No one wants a sick old woman around." But it escalated quickly. One Sunday, the doorbell rang. Marcus's coworkers came over for dinner. And instead of letting Eloise join them at the table, Serena led her to the basement stairs. "It's just for tonight," she whispered coldly. "You'll be in the way. Don't embarrass us." Then she locked the door behind her. No light, no food, no blanket. And Serena smiled her way through dinner like nothing had happened. That night turned into a pattern. Every time guests came over, Eloise was disappeared, sometimes for hours, sometimes overnight. Serena told Marcus that his mother was sleeping early or wasn't feeling well. He believed her. He trusted her. He was blind. But children, they see everything. Their 10-year-old son, Isaiah, started to notice. Why was Grandma always gone during parties? Why did she always look tired and scared the next day? Why did she never speak up? One rainy afternoon, while Serena was out getting her nails done, Isaiah snuck into the garage. He was looking for batteries for his game controller, but he found something else. A dusty old box labeled Baby Monitor, 2012. Curious, he plugged it in. And thereon, the tiny screen, was the grainy footage of his grandma crying in the basement, shivering, banging softly on the locked door. As voices and laughter echoed from upstairs, he went pale. He ran straight to his father. At first, Marcus couldn't believe it, until Isaiah showed him the footage. Timestamps matched every dinner party. His heart broke. He stormed into the kitchen just as Serena returned from her spa day, humming, "You locked my mother in the basement?" Serena froze. It was just during dinners. "I didn't want her to embarrass us, Marcus. She's old. She makes people uncomfortable." She didn't finish her sentence. Marcus walked past her, down to the basement, held his mother in his arms as she cried like a child. That night, Serena was asked to leave the house. She packed her bags, but before she left, Marcus handed her the same box of footage. "Wanted to bury a woman who once saved lives for a living? But now you've buried your own name." Footage didn't stay private. Zaya uploaded it to a school project, site wanting to tell the truth about elder abuse. It went viral. Thousands of comments flooded in. "This is heartbreaking. She should be in jail. Respect your elders. This could be anyone's mother." And for the first time, Serena's perfect reputation shattered. She lost friends, her teaching license. Her own family stopped speaking to her, because respect isn't a performance. It's how you treat people when no one's watching. Eloise now lives in a cozy senior community, funded by a grant Marcus applied for. She volunteers in the medical wing, bakes cookies for the nurses. Every Sunday, Isaiah visits her. They laugh, play chess, and talk about kindness. The boy who once found a baby monitor now records stories with his grandmother to honor her life, not erase it. If you ever feel the need to hide someone, you call family. It's not them that's the problem. It's your soul. Karma has perfect vision, and it doesn't knock. It enters quietly, turns the lights on. Respect is not optional. It's a reflection of your character. Elder abuse is real, and silence helps no one. Children see what adults ignore, and sometimes they become the voice justice needs. The footage didn't just go viral. It sparked a movement. Local news picked it up. Then national headlines. Wife caught locking elderly mother-in-law in basement during dinner parties. It was the kind of story that made people stop scrolling and start asking questions. A formal investigation was launched. Eloise, though heartbroken, testified in court, her voice trembling but strong. Neighbors who once smiled at Serena from across the fence now looked away in shame, and Marcus, he filed for divorce the day after charges were pressed. Serena was arrested for elder abuse, false imprisonment, and neglect. In court, she sobbed, not because she was sorry, but because the world had finally seen who she really was, without the mask. She was sentenced to 18 months in county jail, followed by mandatory psychological counseling, and she'll never work in education again. But this isn't a story about punishment. It's a story about truth rising through the cracks like sunlight through concrete. Eloise now teaches workshops on elder rights in her community. Marcus started a nonprofit to protect vulnerable seniors. And Isaiah, he received a national award for courage in youth advocacy. The boy who once found a baby monitor now speaks at schools, reminding kids that even small voices can protect the most vulnerable. As for Serena, she became a cautionary tale. Not for being cruel, but for thinking no one would ever find out, because secrets rot in silence. And truth has wings. When you cage someone in darkness, don't be surprised when the light finds its way in.